Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between LiquidTLO and puCK on Ulrena. This was found on lotv.spawningtool.com by my screener Dominique. I really appreciate the work he goes through to find the very best replays from lotv.spawningtool.com. And yes, this is actually TLO versus puCK. And this is a ZVP on Ulrena. I don't think I've ever cast a replay on this map with a specific matchup. A lot of TVZs, but I'm not actually sure I've actually cast a ZVP on this map. Alright, without further ado, we have the blue Zerg player. It is everybody's favorite German pro, LiquidTLO. And in the top left of Ulrena, we have the purple Protoss player hailing from Flipside Tactics. It is puCK. A lot of people's favorite American Protoss player, absolutely for sure. Here comes a probe running out. Does it have mischief on his mind? Or is he just scouting? It's a pretty short scout distance here, as you can see, moving down. These are the only two spawn locations on this map. It's a two-player map. I know it looks huge, but really those are the only places that you can actually start. So the probe comes in and sees the hatch first. Standard stuff today in PvZ. The reason for that, according to Falcon Paladin, is that the distance required to actually run your probe across the map and do a cannon rush on a Zerg player is the same, but the time required for the Zerg player to get out their hatchery, get out their spawning pool, get out queens and lings to defend is a lot shorter. So that window is so much more narrow for the Protoss to actually get things done that it's just not something that we see much from Protoss players in this matchup. So as you'll notice, puCK didn't even try. He scouted, said, alright, I did see a hatch first here, and normally that'd be a reason to throw down pylons if just to scare the Zerg player, but puCK didn't even bother. It's kind of interesting to see how that increased worker count has changed up the meta in StarCraft so very, very much. So Legacy of the Void, hooray for changes. Cybernetics core coming up here, double gas, 3 workers on, oh, just kidding, only 1 gas here for puCK. There's that second gas, a little bit later than I would have expected. The next is coming up as well. Perhaps that's the reason for it, but 2 queens on the way for TLO. I do have more replays coming from TLO in the future. He said he would send me more after DreamHack Winter, which ended by the time I've cast this, so I'll keep on him on Twitter, and you should see some more TLO stuff from me in the future. Kind of flirting with the idea of keeping up with the 3 casts a day kind of a thing. It was 3 for a while when I was doing my campaign playthrough at the same time as my 2 daily ladder matches that I was casting, and it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't impossible, I guess. Maybe I'll do that. I just have a lot of replays I want to cast right now. It's a really big departure from what it was back in the beta, where I was kind of struggling to find high quality stuff. But now it seems like there are a plethora of replays available to me, and just good stuff from great players, and I hope to get more. But for the time being, this is kind of where we are. Here comes the Adept for puCK with his purple cape flowing. Oh, her purple cape flowing behind her. Oh, so embarrassing. Adepts are definitely female Protoss. Checking out, is there a third base? And guess what? There's not. Surprise! Queen gonna get some shots off here. No. Using the psionic transfer ability to get past that queen and up into the main base and right on top of this queen, who does get some shots off. But queens don't do a whole lot of damage to adepts here. You'll notice slowly whittling down this HP. 2 queens, however, is another story. That adept needs to run before the queens actually kill it. And a couple more shots here, getting some worker kills. No! Did it escape? It was so close. Like, it's lost time. It was an adept. Okay, so they killed the adept. It was right at the end of that cooldown for the psionic transfer, and I thought the adept was going to get transported out. But no, that actually did not happen. The adept ended up dead here. Did it not actually kill a single drone? Oh, the micro available from TLO here, keeping his drones alive, moving the ones away that are under assault from those adepts. Just mean. Whoa! Whoa! TLO throwing down a hatchery. Wait. Oh, throwing down a hatchery, allowing creep tumors to be placed on the residual creep from the cancel on that hatchery, so creep spread can continue toward the Protoss base at a quicker rate. That's brilliant. And now throwing down an offensive hatchery here. TLO, what is on your mind? This is insane. Canceling again, and once again, double creep tumor here. Yes. Okay. So next time he throws down a hatch, I'm not going to get excited. It's not actually a forward hatchery. It is just creep tumors. But look at that. That's so weird to see creep tumors growing on nothing. And there it is, expanding that creep. Creep does expand faster in Legacy of the Void, and it recedes more quickly as well if the tumors are killed. So I think that's a fair trade-off, but look at how fast that's moving up towards the base, throwing down offensive spine crawlers, a spore crawler as well to deal with anything here. How is puCK going to handle this? Does puCK see it? puCK has to see this creep at his front door. He absolutely does. Here come the Queens. Here come some Ravagers throwing down Corrosive Bile, taking out that pylon. Almost getting it. That's one of the only pylons available for Photon Overcharge right now. There's another one right behind it, though. Corrosive Bile again trying to take down both of these pylons at the same time and going right for the pylons. It's so weird to see this, but depowering those gateways. Can they depower this gateway as well? Corrosive Bile thrown down once more, not able to actually get the pylon. Zooming out here, the Spine Crawlers are still coming up. The Spore Crawler is here to dissuade any attacks by the Mothership Core. Depowering all of these gateways. Corrosive Bile being thrown down, whiffing. They're unfortunately trying to kill workers, getting rid of those probes that are dealing with the gas intake. And this is just an insane, aggressive play here from TLO. More Corrosive Bile being thrown down. Whack, whack, whack. Spine Crawlers moving up onto the creep, onto a forward position here. Immortals are going to be a great help here against those Spine Crawlers. Now they're actually going to burrow more Corrosive Biles being thrown down. More Photon Overcharge everywhere. The Nexus might actually fall. The Ravagers are focusing it down here. Spine Crawlers doing what they can. Corrosive Bile landing on this. Oh, and they do get the Nexus, killing a couple Stalkers as well. Spine gets destroyed by this Immortal, which has a single kill. That might be enough for TLO. TLO killing that Nexus might have been enough to make him happy, trying to take out that Immortal. Whack, whack, whack. Nope, completely missing there. Creep Tumors coming up, getting sniped down by puCK, though, not letting those happen. He did not want more creep inside his base. Pushing up once again here is TLO. And force fields come up, not the most effective force field I've ever seen either. Transfuses on the Ravagers as well. Now they're just going after gateways. The Queen at the front does not end up dying. Oh, now it does with 4 hit points left. This one as well gets taken down. Queen count getting very, very low. Corrosive Bile is being thrown down, and they get the sentry. Target firing on the sentry. They're backing out once again. So taking a bit of a breath there. Double evolution chamber now coming up for TLO, and a 3rd base on the way. So it might be a 3-base Zerg versus a 1-base Protoss. Wow, what aggression here from TLO. Creep Tumors are still going to keep the creep around here. Should recede fairly quickly, as you can see, because of that one Creep Tumor that died. Boop. But that one's going to keep it alive for just a little bit longer. Ravager morphing in here, blocking the Queens from getting on in. A good concave. puCK recognizes that and gets the heck on out of there. His second Nexus does finally rebuild. He's up 42 to 36 total harvesters. TLO has cut a lot of workers to make this happen. Corrosive Bile's forcing the army back, and TLO takes the advantage to push on in. Are they going to get that gateway? Corrosive Bile being thrown down again. Once again, it's just kind of not so much an ability to actually kill units at this point, just enough to force puCK back so he can target fire buildings. I like this play, and when he does stand in, he takes a lot of damage. Adepts falling on the front lines here. Corrosive Bile weakening up a lot of units, killing Stalkers. Here comes a Disruptor. Oh, Purification Nova. Oh, MVP Purification Nova there. 4 kills, weakening a lot of units as well. The Nexus falls again. However, ladies and gentlemen, more Corrosive Biles being thrown down. Whiff, whiff, whiff. Nexus being replanted. puCK is nothing if not resilient. I keep expecting to see a Warp Prism harass coming down here. Queen ends up dead. These Stalkers are looking very angry indeed. They have no attack upgrades. Another Purification Nova. Up to 10 kills now. Is that Disruptor trying to kill it, but is running away to the back lines where it belongs. Another Queen dies. And an Overlord as well going to be killed here at the same time. Spore Crawler. puCK finally is trying to clear stuff off of his front lawn. You kids get off my lawn, he says. Another Queen dies. Creep Tumors exploding, and the creep should start to recede and give puCK a certain level of breathing room here. I mean, APM above 200 for both of these players. And yes, there's the Warp Prism. I expected to see that. puCK does love himself a little Warp Prism action here. Coming out with an Observer as well, just to check things out. Seeing all this creep and saying, what on earth is this insanity? Purification Nova, good splits, though. Only kills a couple roaches. Pushing on down once again, taking a 3rd Nexus. Here is puCK, recognizing I survived that early aggression from TLO. He probably has to drone up now, and indeed he does. Corrosive Bile is being thrown down. Observer here, making a quick little U-turn. Queens are trying to kill this Warp Prism. Can't quite do it. There's a lot of hit points on a Warp Prism. 200 total. They are fast as well, even without the Gravitic Drive upgrade. Here it is, that is on the way. That makes them move a little bit faster, or actually maybe a lot faster, considering Queen really wants to kill this. Actually wants to kill the Disruptor as well. Can they get it before the attack? No! Purification Nova does actually hit. And the Warp Prism backs out again. Army standing here, just holding the line. The only other way to get to the Protoss base right now for TLO is going through this debris and then heading along the right side of the map here, which is a really long way to go. Roach dies. Queen at the front here dies at the same time. TLO needs to do something here. Roaches and Ravagers might actually do it against this Stalker-heavy composition. Purification Nova does weaken spines. It works against buildings, not just units, but not as effective there. Another Purification Nova does kill a Ravager and a Roach. Looking good. Another one comes from the backside. Oh, huge, massive hit there and picked up and run away once again, puCK. With the Warp Prism Micro coming back with a vengeance here. It is 45 to 39 Harvesters. TLO has taken the lead. He's had some time to macro up. Behind all of this, taking a 4th base as well. 3rd base up and running for puCK right now. And who is going to win this battle? Corrosive Biles effectively keeping his door shut. puCK doesn't really want to walk through there, so he won't for a while, I don't think. 6,400 minerals lost, 1,900 gas for TLO. puCK has lost 3,600 minerals and 900 gas. So definitely a lot higher casualties on the side of the Zerg, but that's to be expected. puCK taking down the secret debris, the secret way into the Zerg base. Almost takes it down except for 4 hit points. Heads on over because an army's coming up here of Roaches. And no, they do not want to get through there at all. The Stalkers had that pretty much locked down, that choke point. The Disruptors coming through by themselves, a little bit scary. The Roaches kind of doing a dance. They want to get the Disruptors, but they don't want to get Purification Nova in the face. They decide to back out instead. Let the Disruptors come to them. While they're on creep, you can micro a little bit better, a lot better actually, and run away from the Purification Nova with a greater chance of success. Continuing on Roaches, I'm not sure if this is the right decision for TLO or not. Any upgrades on the way? No, literally no upgrades. Just pretty much going Ling, Roach, Ravager with some Overseers on the way. 4th base is now up and running, 52 to 47 Harvesters. puCK has taken the lead on that front. Going the long way around here is TLO, and I don't know, they're going to run into this army. I'm not sure there's enough Roaches to deal with that. +1/+1 has been researched, but with 4 Disruptors and the Blink available on the Stalkers as well. Roaches need to run. Then they do. They back on out. puCK is worried about a counterattack, though, so he does not leave this area. Where is the Observer? Here it is. Observer is taking out these creep tumors as well. A lot of work was put into those by the Queens. Corrosive Biles being thrown on down, landing on top of those Stalkers, greatly weakening some of them, bringing them down to the orange. 40 hit points left. Roaches, again, just kind of dancing, threatening at the flank here of puCK. puCK is trying to generate more and more forces, getting +1 melee attack. He has a lot of Lings on the field. And I think he might be going for a surround here. If puCK dances too far onto this creep, which I don't think he's planning on doing, it might be a problem. Warp Prism in warping in mode. Roaches come right on in. Oh, they kill the Disruptor before Purification Nova can hit. Is he going to get all of them? No, but he gets almost 2 Disruptors there. The other 2 do get picked up by the Warp Prism, babysitting them. Wow, that was awesome. Lings here as well, running right on up here onto the Stalkers. Roaches trying to kill what they can. This is a familiar battleground for these 2 players. Corrosive Biles taking out that pylon? No, not quite. But Lings are the enemy of Stalkers here, getting right on top of the Stalkers, the ones that can't get behind inside that mineral line. Woo. Backing out again here, but Roaches and Ravagers inside this space, trying to kill as many probes as they can. This army looking very small, blinking over to deal with the problem at his 3rd base here is puCK. Good situational awareness. Good at map awareness here. Purification Nova again does kill a whole ton of Roaches. 6 kills on that Disruptor. The Stalker group, however, is also getting whittled down. More Roaches coming up from TLO. They don't really like their odds. They decide to back out. And I think they're going to go home. So the Zerg army does get cleaned up. Overseer exploding as well. Pieces of Overseer flying around. I'm not familiar enough with Overseer anatomy to tell you what that was, but definitely a part of an Overseer. Roach here just trying to make sure a 4th base doesn't come up without TLO knowing about it. Observer checking things out and trying to make sure that TLO doesn't run up here with a huge group of units before he's aware of it either. The Roach still alive somehow. Nope. Got a little bit too greedy, too brave. Came on over. Warp Prism checking things out once again. Might try to drop and get a Purification Nova on this Roach Ball. Oh, massive, massive kill. Woo-wee. Huge deal. Absolutely. Was there an Adept here? There might have been an Adept, but it's probably dead now. Observer scanning out the exact composition here. And TLO kind of sticking on these tier 1, 1.5 units. Ravagers, Roaches, Lings with upgrades. But the Disruptors I just think are too much of a problem. The Lings trying to get us around. Oh, they might actually get that Disruptor. They do. A bit of a careless Disruptor move there from puCK. Pushing on once again. Lings on the front lines. Trapping a couple Stalkers before they can blink away. They really want to kill those Disruptors. They're getting target fired by these Lings. And can they kill the Disruptor? No. Yes. The second group comes on in. Another Purification Nova. This Disruptor with 4 kills. The Stalker is doing a lot of damage behind it as well. +1 attack is on the way. That will make these Stalkers even more and more effective. A 4th base now coming up for puCK. And this base is under a severe attack for TLO. He's trying to run away with these workers, but the Blink Stalkers are a little bit too fast. So many drones are falling for the Zerg player. Excellent, excellent aggression here right now. 11 drones have died. Seems like a small number, but this hatchery is definitely going to fall. Another attack up here with some Lings and some Roaches catching Disruptors out of position. Once again, Disruptor dies, and Disruptor dies. If the Disruptor dies before the Nova hits, the Nova does not hit. It fizzles instead. Transferring probes dying here as well. Oh, this base is not actually going to finish. The Lings with speed, and how are their upgrades right now? +1, +1, +2 attack just about to finish as well. The Stalkers not caring about what's going on back at home, taking out another base for TLO. I think it's a good choice here for puCK. It's 115 to 92 total supply. The Spine trying to kill Stalkers, only has a single kill and does get exploded as well. Small group of Roaches and Lings here, not looking good. Roaches and Lings heading back home now. TLO having killed a base up at the Protoss players and forcing a retreat here. Killing a few Stalkers, but not that many. Again, it really benefits puCK to sit on the other side of this choke point. TLO recognizes it and gets the heck on out of there. Warp Prism up as well. 81 to 115 total supply. TLO not looking good. Purification Nova doesn't kill anything at all. And Disruptor getting picked up maybe by Warp Prism? Yes, does get picked up. Warp Prism seen a lot of battles in her day. His day. I guess it's a him. 4th base being replanted by puCK. Again, he has super tenacious Lings and Roaches trying to kill this base, but once again, puCK is ready. Ready to go. And Roaches on top of everything here. Lings as well. Corrosive Bile being thrown down, missing everything entirely because it is easily dodged. And that's it. The GG from TLO. puCK is victorious and TLO has left the game. Woo! I love these pro level replays, don't you? So very, very fun. Man, I liked that opener a lot from TLO. Threw down the creep tumors, right? With the canceled hatchery and the residual creep, threw down creep tumors here. Creep tumors here, threw down static defense, and then just pushed up with Roaches and Ravagers. Killed this base for puCK, which was awesome. puCK, however, did replace it, did continue to make workers during that entire attack, was able to hold it with especially the Disruptors when those popped out. Did not forget to tech. And I think that's really what did it for him. Dark Templar were here as well. Were there any on the field? And any lost? Yeah, single Dark Templar. I think TLO sniffed that out and killed it down here earlier. But either way, just good micro. Again, it really comes down to Disruptor hits. 12 kills on that Disruptor. Units lost tab shows 84 Roaches died. A lot of those 2 Disruptor hits. 8 Disruptors were killed. TLO doing a good job fighting against that power as well. Resources lost tab. 17,500 minerals for TLO, as well as 3,900 gas, 11,000 minerals, and 4,100 gas lost for puCK. So those are Stalkers, those are Adepts, those are Immortals and Disruptors that are dying, all those gas-heavy units. But that's about it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you for watching, and you take care of yourself.